All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have waited for all day long. No racing in Dover, but there is racing here. Jeff Hinkle and Stephen Gibson have the front row. Zach Henson and Wild Bill Percy on the second row. Bill's best qualifying run in quite a while. Mark Nelson, Kyle Mundell in third. DJ the Iceman Kenner and Mark Dantuma in fourth. Richie West and Gerald Thanos Poole knocking into the top 10. Brandon Springer starting in 11th. Chris Stroop in 12th. Kevin Reed in 13th. AJ Godsey in 14th. Eric Stoy 15th. Jared Heasley in 16th. Tyler Hollahan in 17th. Canadian Stig starts in 18th. Matt Stewart in 19th and Rick Sargent in 20th. Ray Hillhouse, Kyle Holden, Albie Hewins, and Donald Durant rounding out the field here. And of course, Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel in race control tonight. Everybody getting to the grid. Hey, thank you, Brian. A lot of upgrades have gone into this here recently. Russell, I will send you and Richie the links after the race. Or after the broadcast, after 3-wide racing. Don't forget, right after the BRR race, we switch over. We go from Auto Club to the other side of the country, Nashville Super Speedway for the 3-wide Gen 4 Racing League. All the cars begin to roll off here at Auto Club. Could this be the last time we see BRR on the 2-mile oval? As NASCAR transitions to their new short track here at Auto Club, will BRR make that transition as well? Jeff Hinkle going to lead him down for the first time this season. Through 3 and 4, one last time. Pace car about to drop in. You got it, Kevin. Here we go, here we go. It's time to go racing. Green flag in the air at Auto Club. Stephen Gibson up front. Gets a good start. Hinkle slow on the start. Gibson quickly to the lead. Hinkle back to second. Percy now battling with Henson for third. And a lot of 3 and 4. We've got a wreck already. Bill Percy down low. Several cars involved. No caution. They are out of the racing. So, Bill comes back up the track. Couldn't get it wound up. Caution is out. What a wild, wild ride here this morning. Or this evening, rather. Looks like Bill made a move down. He may have been loose off of 2. Clips Kyle Mundell. Mark Nelson also involved in this incident. He was right below the both of them. Mundell gets into the right side of him. Bill Percy has towed it to pit road. Lap 1, big incident out of turn 2. These cars are a little bit loose off turn 2 here. Then you factor in just how bumpy Auto Club is, especially that back straightaway. I'm willing to bet Bill was loose on cold tires. Let's see if we can get another angle on Wild Bill here. Or did Bill get a little bit of a bump out of 2? Oh, Bill definitely got loose out of turn 2. Way out of shape. Almost had it saved. Bounced off the wall. Mark Nelson, Kyle Mundell on pit road. Looks like everybody else is going to stay out. 4 total tire sets here tonight. So I don't think we're going to see, we might see a couple of guys drop in this time to top off on fuel. And I did not see a note. I'm going to guess that they do have a scheduled competition caution, but did not hear what lap that would be on. Nicole, do you have a competition caution scheduled for tonight? Hope you make it for that race, Edmund. Wow, indeed, Russell. They were way out of shape. Competition caution scheduled for lap 30. Lights are out on the pace car. They stack back up, ready for the restart. Bit of a heartbreak with that one. Wild Bill had such a good qualifying run in the top 5. His best qualifying run, I do believe, in BRR history. Was looking forward to seeing him charge to the front. These guys likely all have enough heat in the tires, shouldn't have any problems. However, it's worth noting that Canadian Stig is in the field. Could we see a Canadian restart here tonight? Here we go. Jeff Hinkle in control. No, Gibson in control. He fires, green flag back in the air. A lot of guys already moving back to 2 and 3 wide, coming out of turn 2. Jared Heasley on the bottom, starting to make his way forward. He's already up 6 spots here tonight. Looking down under, DJ Kinner, Jason Rome goes up the track right in front of Brandon Springer. Really close call through 3 and 4. Chris Stroop also on the move, up 7 spots already. AJ Godsey following him through, up 8 spots. Chris up into the top 5. AJ in 6th. Gerald Poole coming forward as well. We've got a car loose up front. Zach Henson got loose off too. Now we've got a battle for the lead as Hinkle and Gibson battle it out. Stephen Gibson has the nose ahead coming to the start-finish line. He maintains the lead. Mark Dantuma up 5 spots, now into 3rd. Mark has come to realize hopping in a Chevy this season what real power is like after all that time running a Ford. Hinkle gets a run off of turn 2, has a little drafting help from behind. Matt Stewart, one of the biggest movers right now, up 9 spots into the top 10. Brandon Springer, though, looks low on Stewart. He wants back into the top 10. Right in front of them, Jason Rome, Jared Heasley, nose to tail. The two of them trying to get the run past the Iceman. Meanwhile, Richie West has snuck his way up a couple spots. He is up to 7. Jeff Hinkle has taken the lead back from Stephen Gibson for the moment. 2 wide battle for 3rd. Mark Dantuma holds on to it. Russell, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. Dodge needs to come back. Thank you, though, to Ray Hillhouse, who is driving a Dodge Scheme car tonight. The only Dodge in the field driven by Hillhouse. And Hillhouse starting to make some moves up 5 spots. Jeff Hinkle still up front, Gibson in 2nd, Stroop 3rd, Dantuma in 4th, AJ in 5th. Stroop trying to make the move on Dantuma again. It looks like he may have it this time. Dantuma gets the better run out of turn 2. And they're 3 wide back behind through 3 and 4. Zach Henson on the high side. AJ was looking up the middle between him and Richie. Heasley now up on the high side, making his way up through the top 10. DJ Kenner has drifted back into 10th. Springer in 11th. Kyle Holden did not qualify, started in 22nd. Is already up 10 spots into 12th. Matt Stewart currently in 13th and ran his way up into the top 10, still up 6 spots. Gerald Poole starting to come alive here. The Scarlet Revolt car currently in 14th. Eric Stoy in 15th, Ray Hillhouse 16th. Mark Nelson back 12 spots into 17th. Kevin Reed currently in 18th. Kyle Mundell back to 19th. Kyle had that issue with Bill Percy. A lot of ground to make up here. Rick Sargent currently in 20th. Newcomer Tyler Hallahan in 21st. Albie Hewins in 22nd. Donald Durant's in 23rd. Wild Bill is back out on track in 24th. A couple of laps down. As you see, as they come through 1 and 2, one of the great things about Auto Club, so many different grooves to run around here. As Canadian Stig has now made his way up into 6th place. Jared Heasley almost got the wall off of turn 4, but pulled down and has picked up another spot. Jason Rome, meanwhile, trying to fight his way into the top 5 with AJ Godsey and Mark Dantuma. Oh, AJ, a little bobble coming off turn 2, and you see just how bumpy this track is when they go down the back straightaway. Michigan, the sister to this track, extremely similar. Both tracks very abrasive, but man, this track is just that much harder with all the bumps. Let's take a lap on the nose of ninth place, Kyle Holden, and you can see just how bumpy this is. That is from the nose bump, or the bumper cam on Holden's car down the back straightaway. And Holden giving bump drafting Zach Hinton into turn 3. Looking to the high side, you see just how much these cars are bouncing around. Off turn 4 gets the run. The bumps at this track do have a tendency to upset the car quite a bit. Jeff Hinkle still in the lead, Gibson in second, Stroop in third, but look at this! Canadian stick, Jason Rome just shot through. He had a massive run. Down into turn 3, he moves up into third. Jason Rome on the march here tonight, up 15 spots. Stroop looking back down to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. AJ Godsey right there with him. Mark Dantuma still lurking. This lead pack still about 15 cars strong, and that second pack led by Gerald Poole in 15th, led by Ray Hillhouse in 16th. They are 6/10 of a second behind. They are not out of this by any stretch. And we know we have a competition caution coming at lap 30. They will be able to stretch the fuel mileage to the competition caution. Looking at 32 to 37 laps on a tank of fuel here tonight. Possibly even 38 if a driver is very, very conservative. Oh, we've got a car loose off the turn. That's Chris Stroop. He holds it. What a save by Stroop. See if we can see what the heck happened here. Chris Stroop just gets wicked loose out of turn 2. That car way out of shape. He manages to save it and keep rolling. AJ Godsey has made his way up into third. Kyle Holden now up 18 spots into fourth as Jason Rome right on the back bumper. Now Rome looks back underneath. He wants back to the top 3. Heasley on the charge again, now up into 7th. Richie West has not battled anybody in this lead pack. He has stayed right there playing it safe. He has got probably the freshest, best conditioned tires in this group right now. actually a little bit loose. Looks like there's the tires wear. They are having some issues getting the power back down off of turn 2. That bottom line, especially as they get back on the power, the car just wants to step out. Jeff Hinkle, Stephen Gibson, the only 2 leaders so far tonight. But AJ Gonzi and Kyle Holden are closing in. Mark Dantuma in 5th, Jason Rome now in 6th, Richie West 7th, Chris Stroop 8th, Jared Heasley in 9th. DJ the Iceman Kenner has drifted back to 10th place as Stephen Gibson all the way to the apron here. Kyle Holden looks to the bottom for 3rd. Jeff Hinkle actually pulling a small gap on Stephen Gibson here at the moment. But they are battling everywhere back behind. Only 3 cars not really in the lead pack. Mark Nelson, Tyler Hallahan, and Rick Sargent. Albie Hewins and Donald Durant's further back. Wild Bill obviously a couple laps down here. After the early incident, you have to wonder if these guys hanging out back might be the smart ones right now, the way this lead pack is racing. The Dodge of Ray Hillhouse up 8 spots, now make it 10 spots. Jason Rome, the Canadian Stig, is on pit road. Jason playing a little strategy, knowing that caution is coming. Gibson, Holden, and Gonzi have reeled the leader, Jeff Hinkle, back in. Richie West has held on just outside the top 10, and as we mentioned earlier, he has not really battled with anybody. He has been racing very conservatively. Could be playing the long game here, and that could be a big payoff tonight, especially as hard as some of these drivers have been going at it this first part of the race. Matt Stewart starting to make some moves again, back into the top 10. Sets his sights on the Iceman, DJ Kenner in 9th. Gibson right back to Hinkle's back bumper. AJ Gonzi trying to hold off Kyle Holden. These two back and forth. Chris Stroop, after getting wickedly loose out of turn 2. Oh, Richie gets a little bit of the wall there. After getting loose, Stroop drifted back outside the top 10, is now back up into 6th. He had been in the top 3 most of the race until that incident. Stephen Gibson looking for the lead as they go off into turn 3. Kyle Holden dropping down to the bottom, giving a push to Gibson. Competition caution is coming next lap. And these guys are racing like it's the last lap of the race as Gibson looks back to the bottom. Jeff Hinkle leading them out of turn 4 toward the start-finish line. Caution is out. The competition caution is out. Hinkle leads them to the yellow. All the drivers get through turn 2. They're going to stack up, find the pace car, then all of them will head in for 4 tires and fuel. Last season, Jeff Hinkle did say he had cranked up the aggression. He's known for how good he saves tires, saves fuel, makes that car last, wears you down and beats you at the end. Last season, cranked up the aggression, got even more, was even more successful, even faster, and it looks like he has got it all put together. Able to save tires, go fast, full send all night. Could Hinkle be back in victory lane here tonight at what I believe is Jeff's home track? Kevin, I have no words, buddy. Everybody heads down pit road. Hinkle, Gibson headed toward the end of pit road. The first 2 pit stalls. Oh, Gibson overshot his pit. Advantage Hinkle on this stop. Jeff Hinkle gets rolling. Kyle Holden not far behind. Kyle Holden's going to come out in second, but Jeff maintains the lead. And let's see if we can get a word with him. Hey, Jeff, it's Doug. You got me?
I sure do, Doug.
Hey, that was an impressive start to what I do believe this is your home track. A great race here.
Thank you. Going good so far. Let's see how it keeps going. I see some of the guys are catching up, so we'll see how it goes here in the next few laps. I'm sure it's going to be a little different.
It may very well be, but I know last season was really, always in the past you've been the king of tire saving, but last season the aggression went up a notch, and it just appears, at least in this race, that both the aggression and the conservation have come together, and it looks like you're going to be very tough to beat.
Try to keep that balance. Try to make that balance is what I'm trying to do. We'll see how it goes here.
Well, man, good luck. It has been an awesome, awesome run for you so far.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Jeff Hinkle comes back out with the lead. Kyle Holden now 20 spots into second place. Chris Stroop has managed to get his way back to third. Richie West fourth. Mark Dantuma in fifth. Jason Rome did come back down pit road under the competition caution. I'm not sure what happened with the strategy with him stopping before the stop, but Canadian Stig started towards the back of this race, was in the top 5 in just a few laps. Who knows what could happen here? They stack back up for the restart, and you know what we haven't done yet tonight? And yes, we're going to do it here on the restart. We're going to get a little bit loud. As soon as the green drops, I'm going to stop talking. You guys turn your volumes up. It is crank it up time. Here we go. Pace car is in. They are in the restart zone. Green is in the air. All right, back to work. Did not deafen Kevin, so that's a plus. And it looks like Mark Dantuma had some problems on the restart. Let's see if we can find out. Mark Dantuma is on pit road quite suddenly. Oh, Mark gets loose right in front, gets to Stephen Gibson. Great wreck avoidance by all the drivers, especially Jared Heasley. It looks like Gerald Poole gets a little bit of it. Mark Dantuma has been to pit road, repaired, and back out. But that is going to hurt one of the top drivers in the championship last season. Kyle Holden, meanwhile, has snuck by for the lead. If you'll recall, last week in the 3-wide series, James Harris, after being beat by Kyle the first 2 races of the season, said he was not letting Kyle beat him again. So we could see a battle between James and Kyle again tonight. That could get interesting. Holden to the lead, Hinkle in second, Gibson third, Richie West in fourth, Chris Stroop in fifth. AJ Gonsey in sixth, Zach Henson in seventh, Heasley in eighth, Matt Stewart ninth, DJ the Iceman Kenner in 10th. Matt Stewart starting to make his way forward again, back into the top 10, currently running in 9th as he battles side by side with Jared Heasley. Steven Gibson just set the fastest lap of the race so far in third, but Hinkle has gotten back to the lead, back past Kyle Holden. AJ Gonzi in 6th, Zach Henson in 7th, Matt Stewart currently running in 8th now, Jared in 9th, DJ Kenner in 10th. Canadian Stig restarted tail end of the field after some really odd pit strategy, has already made his way back up into 12th. The lone Dodge in the field, Ray Hillhouse currently sits 13th, Eric Stoy in 14th. Kyle Mundell trying to make his way forward, as is newcomer Tyler Hallahan. Mundell caught up in that lap 1 incident. Mundell, since that incident, getting repairs, everything back out there, but has not had a good run back to the front yet. Kyle Holden looking for the lead here again. Nobody can go. Kyle Holden reclaims the lead from Hinkle. Nobody can go the distance on fuel from that competition caution. The average was about 32 to 37 laps on a tank. Somebody may be able to stretch it to 38 if they are careful. Everybody stopping on lap 31. That's going to put them right around lap 63 to about 68. Could make the last 25 laps of this one extremely exciting. Green flag stops here at Auto Club. Actually not too terribly bad. Wide pit road entry, lots of room to spread out, lots of room to make sure you get down to speed safely. Still able to carry a ton of momentum in. But we always see a little bit of excitement with folks exiting pit road here. AJ Gotze now back up into 5th. Kyle Holden now in the lead, but Steven Gibson is coming, as is Chris Stroop. Stroop now up into 4th with the leaders. AJ Gotze 1.25 seconds back, but he has got a lot more help, and if these guys continue to battle, as Gibson starts to look for the lead. The top four now together, single file. AJ Gotzi has that second pack from 5th place on back, about 1.5 seconds back, but as long as this top four stays single file, they have the opportunity to open up a little breathing room. Hinkle doesn't look like he wants to stay single file. He looks back to the inside on Gibson. Oh! I think Zach may have given the wall a little kiss there out of turn 4. Looking at the right side, don't see any significant damage on the right side of his car. Richie West has hung on inside the top 10 all night long. Richie comes in tonight tied for 10th in points. There is a 4-way tie for 10th, folks. Albie Ewens, Gerald Denos Poole, Brandon Springer, and Richie West all tied for 10th coming into tonight. Every driver out here trying to get themselves set up and ready for the playoffs. Three races into the season, some of these drivers have been planning their season strategy since before the green flag at Daytona as Gibson looked for the lead. And Stroop all over Hinkle. Stroop looks down to the bottom. Chris Stroop looking for third. Meanwhile, back behind, AJ Gotzi and crew are gaining quickly. Steven Gibson has the nose ahead coming out of 2, but the momentum goes to the high line and Kyle Holden starts to pull back out front. Zach Henson currently in 6. Matt Stewart starting to come forward again. Now back up into 7. Now 6 as Stewart continues marching forward. Zach Henson in 7th. Richie West 8th. DJ Kenner in 9th. Jared Heasley in 10th. And out of nowhere, Kevin Reed, who has been quietly hanging out at the back tonight, starting to come forward. 3 wide through 3 and 4. Be careful, guys. This track is bumpy. Hit a bump wrong, it could shoot you up the track in a heartbeat. Kevin Reed currently at 12th, was battling for the top 10 here. Kevin started in 13th but drifted back very early on in this race. AJ Gotzi, meanwhile, as the leaders continue to battle, has closed in. Now 3/4 of a second behind. Meanwhile, Chris Stroop is going to second. Jeff Hinkle is looking for it. AJ still trying. Oh, AJ just blinked big. I think AJ, nope, he is back. DJ Kenner has had a problem. See if we can see what happened to the Iceman. He's side by side with Richie West going off into turn 3. And it looks like he just gets the wall, ends up riding down the wall. And drops all the way back to 15th. The top 4 back to single file, but it's too late. AJ Gotzi has caught him. Hey, good evening, Clay. How you doing, buddy? Matt Stewart sitting in 6th. Zach Henson in 7th. Jared Heasley in 8th. Eric Stoy now up to 9th. Stoy has been quiet all night, just sneaking forward in that 4 car. Kyle Mundell currently in 10th. Kevin Reed now in 11th. You know, we have not talked to race control yet. It's Chris Stroop. Chris Stroop shoots to the bottom underneath Kyle Holden through 3 and 4. Sorry, through 1 and 2. My bad. Stroop going for the lead for the first time tonight. Donald Durance is the first driver to hit pit road. Looks like Durance trying to split the remaining laps evenly after that pit stop on lap 31. Kyle maintains the lead, and let's see if we can get it work with race control. Hey, Nicole, it's Doug. You got me?
Yep, I gotcha.
So, this race has had everything so far. A lot of excitement. There has not been a single moment where somebody hasn't been going at it. What are the drivers saying? What are you hearing out on track?
I'm not really hearing a lot out on track. I just know that some of them are staying just a little bit loose when you get past like 15 laps in the tires.
It looks like Steven Gibson decided to display that for you coming off turn 4 that time.
Yeah. It's been pretty exciting kind of watching what these guys are doing, see if there's any wrecks. They've been saving it, a good portion of it.
So, if you had to make a prediction right now, who do you think can pull this off tonight?
I'm going to say probably AJ. He's sitting in 4th right now.
Well, he is definitely charged toward the front. It has been quite a battle between that top 5, but AJ managing to run them all down, and now he's in the fight.
Yes, he is.
Well, this is about to get very interesting. Good luck, because I have a feeling that last 20 laps you're probably going to have your hands full.
Oh, we might have our hands full now.
We may very well. Thanks for dropping by, Nicole. Good luck, and looking forward to seeing you on track again soon.
All right, thanks.
Nicole, that's what she said. Creasel in race control. Huge shout out to Nicole. Always awesome to bring caution. Richie West involved. Let's see if we can track down what exactly happened to Richie here. Richie battling with Eric Stoy down the front straightaway. They get together. Stoy gets turned left. Richie right. Goes up the tracks. Checks up Kevin Reed. Ray Hillhouse also having to check up. And with the caution on lap 59, everybody can go the distance from here on fuel. Four tires and fuel. This could be the final stop for everybody. I do believe the Iceman is in the lucky dog position. DJ Kenner currently in 19th, the first car, 1 lap down. As everybody comes to pit road. Jeff Hinkle was able to win the race off pit road last time. Can he do it again? Steven Gibson missed his pit box last time. Does he overshoot? He overshoots it again. Is Hinkle's crew fast enough to get him off before Kyle Holden gets back down? Chris Stroop is the first one off pit road. Chris Stroop will go to the lead for the first time here tonight. Hinkle now to second, Kyle in third, AJ in fourth, Zach Henson now to fifth. Worth noting that Kyle Mundell is now up into 8th place, has made up all the ground lost in that earlier incident. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey Kyle, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Hey Doug, how are you?
Hey, good man. Obviously that early incident set you back, but you've worked your butt off to get back up here into the top 10.
Yeah, a nice little pit stop there actually really helped, but just staying on the outside for the most part. It's hard to stay down low just because of the draft. You need to either complete the pass or get back on top.
I'm hearing after about 15 laps, these cars will get loose and start to become a bit of a handful, knowing that it's going to be a sprint from here to the finish. How does that change anything for you?
I don't know how much it changes. Like, we got another 30-lap run coming up here, right? So kind of same thing, settle in, stay on the outside, don't become too friendly with the wall, and just kind of see how close I can cruise to the front.
Have seen a lot of guys go out there and just give the wall a little kiss tonight. The wall obviously feeling love. Have you, I haven't seen you get any of the wall, other than that early incident. Have you been giving the wall a little kiss tonight?
Oh yeah, the wall's pretty attractive. I've been giving a couple pecks here and there, but just trying to stay consistent. And then it's surprising how sharp the end of turn 4 is. That's the one I keep getting, is the end of turn 4.
Well, man, a great run, a really awesome comeback. Good luck here on the restart.
Cheers, I'll do my best. Thanks, Doug.
Kyle Mundell has fought his way back up into 8th place. DJ Kenner is back on the lead lap, as is Jason Rome. 20 cars still on the lead lap here. We'll have about 28 laps to go on this restart. Pace car is in, Stroop in control. Stroop fires, gets an amazing restart. Green back in the air. All the drivers tonight on restarts have chose that high line. It is paying off. Stroop gets out, clears Jeff Hinkle, AJ Godsey now on the high side. Oh, whoa, Hinkle! Big one out of turn 2. Caution is out again on lap 62. Several cars involved. And let's take a look at, wow, that was, we saw Jeff getting a bit loose here. Cold tires in the, oh, he just snaps right. Kyle Holden gets collected. Oh, Kyle Mundell is collected. Kevin Reed. DJ Kenner somehow made it through, I think unscathed. Rick Sargent gets caught up from behind. No, DJ did get a little bit of that. let's take another look. A lot of drivers quickly able to get down to the apron and save it, but holy cow, Matt Stewart got caught up in it. Brandon Springer also caught up in it. A lot of cars on pit road for repairs. And a big shakeup up front is Chris Stroop in the lead. AJ now to second. Stephen Gibson in third. Ray Hillhouse now up to Stephen Gibson in fourth. Hillhouse in fifth. Mark Nelson, Eric Stoyak. Albie Hewins is now up in the top 10 in eighth. Brandon Springer in ninth. The Canadian Stig is in 10th. Ray Hillhouse, the only Dodge in the field, and I do believe he made it through unscathed. No, he is. Let's take a look from in the car. That car is in good shape. What a save by Ray Hillhouse, tied with Mark Dantuma, fifth in points. And let's watch and see how Ray Hillhouse managed to survive all of that. He was in that big pack. Right behind Jared Heasley, Kyle Mundell. Mundell, Jared both get a piece of it. Hillhouse just drops all the way to the apron. I may have gotten a catch there from... May have gotten clipped just a little bit from Heasley there. Lights are back out. Stroop still in control. And it'll be less than 25 to go here on the restart. Don't forget, immediately following this race, a lot of these guys will pack up, head straight to Nashville, hop back into a Gen 4 car, and they will be racing with the 3-wide Gen 4 Racing League. If you haven't watched one of those races yet, you do not know what you are missing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is non-stop, fast, fun excitement. Pace car back on pit road. Stroop in control in the restart zone. He fires. Green back in the air. Another great restart. 24 laps to go. Stephen Gibson side by side with AJ for second. Zach Henson lurking back behind. Ray Hillhouse in fifth. Kyle Holden is out of the race. The points leader is out. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Oh, a lot of cars loose. AJ loose. Jared Heasley loose. AJ gets loose, drifts all the way back into 10th. Tyler Allahan back. Oh, it's getting dicey back here. Auto Club, I cannot believe they're tearing this track down with the kind of racing we have here. Zach Henson now is third. Hillhouse in fourth. Canadian Stig is back in the top 5. Battling with Mark Nelson for 5th. Albie Hewins currently in 7th. Albie, you see him in X-Cal on Tuesdays. You see him at other times through the week. Last year, struggled in everything he hopped in. This year, fast. Everything he gets in. He is fast and getting faster. Stroop trying to pull a gap. We've got a car off in the grass. It is Canadian Stig, Jason Rome. Oh, hold on to her, Stiggy! And Matt Stewart gets into him. Caution is out. You have to, that is just a heartbreak. Jason Rome up on the high side off of turn 4. Car just gets loose. He gets down into the grass, gets it gathered up, but once it hits that bump in the middle of the infield, he completely loses control. Matt Stewart nowhere to go when Rome comes back up. And I stand corrected. I thought Kyle Holden was out. He was not. But he was... Looks like he had a little bit of a bump there as well. He was in a hard battle coming through 3 and 4. Let's take a look. Oh, Kyle just pushes up the track. Jeff Hinkle catches a piece of that one. Hinkle manages to straighten it out coming down pit road. Holden, heavy damage though. Chris Stroop able to stay up front out of trouble. Steven Gibson and Gibson fakes the pit road. Hillhouse is in. The fake to pit road by Steven Gibson. Let's see if we can get a word with him. Hey, Steven, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Hey, a good fake to pit road there. You had me fooled.
Yeah, no, I don't think I was definitely going to pit road there. I don't think any of these front guys were going to pit road either. Definitely expected some people at the back half to go ahead and change some tires and see if they can make a difference on it. But no, I don't think I was faking anybody out there.
I don't know. If you guys went ahead and went right behind you, man, it may have worked at least for the moment.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just don't think I don't think the amount of laps we had here would really make a difference, to be honest. And all the track position you would lose and the dirty air you'd have to battle with, it just wouldn't be as valuable right now. Maybe if this, if this could have stayed green and we could have went like the maybe 2 to go or 3 to go, like green, white, checker, maybe then we could have pit. But if it stays like this, I don't think we're pitting at all here, Doug.
Now you've got Stroop up there. AJ starting to march his way back. Zach Henson right behind you. Mark Nelson is back there. Are you going to be able to hold on to this top 5? Can you get the win here tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to try. It's really hard racing Chris. The dirty air is really kind of good at keeping people behind. Even with saving tires, it just still, no matter how much better tires you have, that dirty air just really makes a difference. So we'll just try to get by him clean, and hopefully we can get a win here.
All right, man. Good luck and a great race so far, buddy.
All right, thank you, Doug.
Steven Gibson will restart second. Ray Hillhouse, the first car to come to pit road, got his cheering section here tonight. Good evening, Katie. Oh, I stand corrected. DJ Kenner came to pit road as well. DJ Hillhouse, Brandon Springer, Rick Sargent, Mark Dantuma, Jared Heasley all betting on the fresher tires here. Stroop will control the restart once again. Bill Percy is out of the race officially. Kyle Holden still on pit road. After taking the points lead last week, I do believe Kyle Holden will drop in the points here tonight. But he will be back in the car immediately after this for the 3-wide Gen 4 series. Here we go. Stroop controls it there in the zone. He fires green flag back in the air. 17 to go at the line. Stroop has the lead. Gibson in second. Henson in third. Mark Nelson has a big push from AJ Godsey coming out of turn 2. Down the bumpy back straightaway into turn 3. Albie Hewins now up into 6th place. Oh, several cars kissed the wall coming out of turn 4. And 3 wide down the front straightaway. Into turn 1, they settle back into 2 wide. Gerald Thanos Poole is on the move up to 8th place. Thanos a big run out of turn 2. He's in 7th. Losing a little momentum on entry into 3. Gets back up to throttle, getting a little help from behind from the Iceman. DJ Kenner now hopping up to the high line here. Gerald still sends it deep into turn 1, making his move into 6th. But can't drift up the track. Stoy gets a run. Meanwhile, Stroop out front, 0.4 of a second over Gibson. Mark Nelson now to 3rd. AJ in 4th. Zach Henson in 5th. Eric Stoy sitting in 6th. DJ Kenner now in 7th. The top 4, we've seen it once already tonight. The top 4 getting a little bit of a breakaway here in the early going. Mark Nelson, big move off of turn 2. Shoots it down to the bottom. AJ pushing him down the back straightaway. Mark looking for 2nd. Oh, Gibson gets the wall. AJ looks to the middle briefly. Stroop is loving what he's seeing in his mirror right now. Zach Henson's loving what he's seeing just ahead. He's got an opportunity to gain some ground. Eric Stoy in 6th. DJ Kenner in 7th. Gerald Poole 8th. Tyler Hallahan in 9th. Hillhouse on fresh tires back into the top 10. And they're 3 wide back down the front straightaway. Hillhouse giving a big push to Thanos into turn 1. And they're trying like crazy to get 4 wide. Kyle Mundell, after getting caught in the lap 1 incident and then getting caught up in the restart incident, is fighting his way back up. Just had the fastest lap of the race. When we talked to him earlier, he said, just get up there on that high line. He is doing it. Stroop still out front. Nelson in second. Gibson and AJ battling for third. Zach Henson back in fifth has a swarm behind him. Eric Stoy, Gerald Poole battling it out for sixth. Newcomer Tyler Hallahan on the march. Hallahan shoots it to the bottom as Stroop brings him to 10 to go. Mark Nelson in second place. They put about a half second back to AJ in third. Henson in fourth has just came past Stephen Gibson. Eric Stoy currently in sixth. Gerald Thanos Poole in seventh. DJ the Iceman in eighth with a big run out of two. And look at this. Kyle Mundell doesn't give up ever, back up into ninth. Oh, a little bump in here. Springer and Hillhouse just banging doors through 3 and 4. Springer and Hillhouse both on fresh tires, as is DJ Kenner and Kyle Mundell. And Mark Nelson has taken the lead. AJ Godsey shooting for second. AJ has got it. Stroop back to third. Henson back in drafting range, and that brings the whole lead back together. Albie Ewan still up 10 spots in 13th, having another great run. Laps ago, Mark Nelson out front with a hard-charging Godsey right behind him. Stroop in third, Henson fourth, Gibson fifth. Highest running car on fresh tires, DJ Kenner in seventh. Oh no! Eric Stoy bounces off the wall, collects DJ. Caution is out. With just a few laps to go, Eric Stoy comes down. He clips DJ and then can't get her wound up. Trying to see who that was that got a big piece. See if we can take another angle at this to see who got caught. When Eric Stoy came back up on the track, that, I do believe, was Albie Hewins that got caught by that incident with Eric Stoy. Let's take a look to confirm that. Heard the drivers talk about the car is loose on after about 15 laps, and yep, it was Albie. And the car gets loose on cold tires. And Matt Stewart is under concussion protocol After the hit with the 87, I completely understand that. Now, DJ was actually really starting to move forward there before that whole incident caught him. Let's see if we can get a quick word with our leader, Mark Nelson. Hey, Mark, it's Doug. You got me?
I do. Can you hear me, Doug?
Yep, I got you, buddy. How you feeling about your position right about now?
Well, this is as close as I'm going to get, I'm afraid, but I don't know. AJ's got something for me, I think.
You've had a great race, some very, very close calls out there, but managed to fight your way up here into the lead. Can you hold AJ behind you?
I hope so. I'm going to do everything I can, but I don't know. I'm just glad to be up here after the way the race started.
Well, man, you have had a great comeback. Obviously a rough start to this one, but a great comeback here, and obviously a much better start to the season. At least you were here for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, man, good luck on the restart. Hopefully you can hold them off, but a great run either way.
Thanks, Doug.
Mark Nelson will restart up front. As they stack back up for the restart, it looks like it'll be 3 to go when the green flag drops. Don't forget, right after post-race interviews, we're going to Nashville Super Speedway with the 3-wide Gen 4 Racing League for some great Gen 4 racing here tonight. A lot of drivers in this group also going to make an appearance over there. Richie West out of the car cheering on AJ. Here we go. Pace car is in. Mark Nelson controls it. 3 to go at the line. Green flag back in the air. Nelson fires but does not pull away. AJ on the bottom. Getting word from race control that Nicole is going to have to pull some drivers into the truck, into the hauler after the race and have a discussion with them. Could we? Oh, we've got a big wreck on the back straightaway. Caution is back out. We're going to get a green-white checkered finish. See if we can see what the heck happened. Looks like it started with Jason Rome, Mark Dantuma. Oh, Jason gets loose off 2. Gets Dantuma. Ray Hillhouse is caught. Jeff Hinkle is caught. Steven Gibson gets caught up in it. AJ Gotze did manage to get the lead here right before the caution. AJ's not coming to pit road. Let's see if we can get a word. Hey, AJ, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, Doug.
Hey, it has been a wild one out there tonight, but you've got the lead here and going to get a green-white checkered finish. How are you feeling about your chances now?
I don't know, Doug. It is what it is. This has been a crazy race, and I've just been trying to stay up here within the top 5 and survive this thing, see what we can do at the end here.
It has been a bit of a game of survival at certain points. I've seen you had a couple of times you got loose, but great saves out there. Are you worried about it at all on these older tires now?
Oh, definitely. This thing's been wicked off the corners, and when it snaps, it really don't give you no sign until it snaps. So I think everybody will be pushing hard here on this green-white checkered, too, so you'll probably see some more excitement.
Probably so. It looks like with Kyle Holden out of the race early, you will reclaim the points lead tonight as well.
Yeah, that's in hindsight. Like I said, I'm out here to just win races and have fun. So if we get the points lead, we get the points lead. We still got to finish this thing ourselves.
That is definitely true. Good luck, buddy.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Well, it is going to get wild here. A green-white checkered finish. Jeff Hinkle has towed to pit road. Due to the green-white checkered finish here, we may only have time to interview the winner here tonight. This promises, though, to be a wild, wild finish. Of the top 5, only 3 of the drivers have been out front tonight. This is the first time out front for AJ Godsey tonight. He has lurked in the top 5 until now. Pace car getting ready to drop in. Everybody side by side, ready to go. "15 cars still on the lead lap. AJ in control of the restart. He hits the restart zone, fires. Green flag in the air, 2 to go. AJ clears traffic going into turn 1. Mark Nelson, Chris Stroop, side by side. Nelson pulls ahead, Stroop to 3rd. Zach Henson, Kyle Mundell. Where did Mundell come from? What a comeback he has had tonight. Mark Nelson now starting to look under AJ. He didn't know if he'd have anything for him. Can Nelson get him in the last lap? White flag is in the air. They are door to door. Stroop right on their bumpers. Mark Nelson goes to the lead into turn 1. AJ and Chris still there. Mark Nelson breaking the draft down the back straightaway. AJ not able to close the gap. He's got one more shot. Big run into turn 3. AJ looks to the high side. They're going to drag race to the line. Mark Nelson comes down and Mark Nelson gets the win at Auto Club. Club. AJ comes home in second. Stroop finishes third. And due to the fact that the green-white checker delayed us, we're going to get a quick interview with our winner, and then we're going to go to Nashville. Hey, Mark, it's Doug. You got me?
Doug, I got you.
Hey, you were just bluffing when you said you didn't have anything for AJ.
I like to work my way up, Doug. I just got to tell myself things like that.
Well, you definitely got the job done tonight. I mean, it was a wild, wild race. To come home with the win definitely paid off. But I have to ask, didn't you practice putting your car in victory lane during practice tonight?
I'm on my way.
I was just going to say, maybe you should practice that a little bit more often. Find victory lane, and during practice, just go visit it.
All right, I'll do that. I'm just glad to finally get this elusive oval win for BRR. It's been something I've been working on for a while.
It has been long overdue, a lot of close calls, but man, congratulations. You definitely earned it tonight.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it.
Mark Nelson gets the win. AJ and Chris, second and third. Our apologies, not able to interview those two drivers tonight. Don't go anywhere. It's time to go to Nashville. We'll be right back.